so this is where the CB1000R is going to come into its element. Downshifting with that nice quick shifter. Heavy rush hour traffic, how does it get on with the filtering? Now, I didn't really want to come this way, I want to go the other side, but as you can see, filtering is not an issue. That's a lovely gap here, straight down the side. Perfect. What an easy bike to get filtering with. It's just nice and low. It's a small compact bike, so if you do end up buying one of these, you're not going to be disappointed. There's no denying that this bike will put a smile on your face. It will also help you get home and get to work a lot quicker, if any of us actually do want to get to work a lot quicker. I don't really know anyone who does, but hey ho. Yeah, so it's a cracking bike for filtering. Now, the one thing I really like about this bike is I just love the look of it. It looks so cool. I've got to give Honda a big thumbs up for it, but I do think they've played it safe with this bike. I think that they could have gone all out, made it really powerful. Like I said, it is powerful. They could have made it really powerful, like a super naked. I don't know why they didn't, but was it because they wanted just to play the game safe? They wanted to make a bike that anyone can pick up, ride comfortably. I mean, let's face it, this is an absolute monster. You pin it and you are going to be sitting on the back wheel. There's no two ways about it. But could a new rider, a novice rider, get on with this bike? Yeah, of course you can. All you've got to do is just be sensible with your right wrist. Don't ride it like an idiot. And this bike, for your first motorcycle, could potentially, well, I think it will last you a long time. I don't think you're going to get to the point where you're going to want more power. The only thing I can think of that you're going to probably want is more wind protection from a set of fairings or a windscreen, and also some luggage, because let's face it, for those of us who ride motorcycles with top boxes, panniers, when you have that option to be able to take things on your motorbike, it makes riding so much more enjoyable, because you can just get out there, you can ride, you can throw anything on the bike that you want, and you haven't got to worry about how you're going to get it home. So after a while of owning a naked bike, you probably want to get a bike with panniers. But for a first time big bike, this 1000cc is not going to disappoint, and it's not going to be too much of a handful. God, that's a crack on that windscreen. That is knackered. Now, the other thing about this bike is the brake lever is adjustable, so you can actually adjust the distance for the reach for the brake lever. However, for some reason, Honda keep designing motorcycles with non-adjustable clutch levers, which is slightly frustrating. If you do want to make the reach a little bit more comfortable, you've got no chance unless you put some aftermarket ones on. So I don't know why Honda are doing that, but I mean, the reach is absolutely fine for me. I've got no issues with it. But this type of environment here in the middle of a city is exactly where this bike is in its element. It is designed to be nimble around the city. It is a nice light clutch. I've got no issue pulling this clutch in. Obviously you don't need to pull a clutch in that much because it's got a blipper and a quick shifter. The rear brake is actually really good. As far as rear brakes go, this is brilliant. Front brake is very responsive as well. I mean, you slam that one on and she does dive. Gets very light on the rear. You can feel that rear lifting. So if you want to endo this bike for whatever reason, which would be each to their own, I guess, yeah, slam that front brake on and that rear is coming straight up off the ground. Likewise, pin the throttle wide open and the front wheel's coming off the ground. So it's a bike that likes sitting on one wheel. But it is brilliant. I really do like riding this bike. It's not for me. I think that chap wants to get across the road before he gets plastered. Very happy chap. Dance your way home. Just make sure you don't run out in front of me. Yeah, this bike is not for me. Again, I'm still sticking with my decision that I don't do naked motorcycles. I am enjoying riding it though. I just would not purchase one. It's not a bike that I could see myself owning. But if you are in the market for a naked litre bike, I don't know why I came this way. This is absolutely ridiculous. The amount of traffic lights in Southampton just drive you insane. I end up running out of battery life in a minute just from sitting at stupid traffic lights. But the sound of this bike, it sounds amazing. I absolutely love the tune of this. Bit of engine, bit of exhaust, just sounds deep, especially when you start it up first thing. It is deep and aggressive. So I'd love to see what one of these sounds like with a aftermarket can. I mean, you bliff it down with a bit of throttle, it really does sound amazing. One thing I would like to see on this bike would be cruise control. Heated grips are standard. It's just these small little things that Honda could have done to this motorcycle to make it a big player in the realms of naked motorcycles on the market. Obviously this one's got a seat cowling at the rear, so you're not going to want to, well, you're not going to be able to take a pillion on this bike. So straight away I'd whip off the pillion pegs. They don't need to be on. That'll make the bike look a lot nicer, I think. Make it look a little bit more sportier. Nice old Honda VFR. I do like the twin exit exhausts. It's a shame they don't manufacture more bikes like that these days. So I hope you've enjoyed my review of the Honda CB1000R Black Edition. In summary, it's a cracking bike, probably quite understated. Maybe it just needs a bit more publicity, because it is an awesome machine. And I do like the fact that it comes with LED lights front and rear, gives you good visibility. So Honda have got things right in some aspects, just not all. £13,000, is it worth it? It's basic, yeah. You're not going to be disappointed at all. You really aren't. It is a brilliant bike. Just a few extra little tweaks here and there. Have a chat with a dealership, see what they can add onto the bike for you, see what aftermarket parts there are. Maybe even look at a bit more of a screen, just to get the wind up off your chest and over your head. And this bike could be a very good all-round motorcycle. But as a commuter bike and a weekend bike to ride on all day long, it's brilliant. Anyway, thank you for watching Resolutions. Please hit that like button, leave a comment below and subscribe. I'm getting so many views on my videos from people who aren't subscribing. Even if you don't watch many, just hit that subscribe button. It all helps me out and I really appreciate it. One last thing I'm going to say about this bike is that the 4-cylinder 998cc engine is so smooth. I really have missed a 4-cylinder. I mean, the parallel twin on the Africa is brilliant, but it's just so smooth. The acceleration, and you can't beat a 4-cylinder. They are fantastic. Anyway, back at Honda, dropping the bike off, and what is my next bike to take home? Catch you soon.